My younger sister is pregnant for my auntie's husband. The worst part is my mom is standing strongly behind her and helping her to cover it up. Hi everyone, it is Precious here again. You're welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time passing through my channel, please do well to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that whenever I put up another interesting story, you'll be one of the first persons to get notified. And if you're my returning viewer, you have subscribed and you always come in to support me, I do appreciate you. Thank you so much. Guys, I noticed that most of my viewers are not my subscribers, and that is not nice. Please, now, if you come across my page, please subscribe. And equally, guys, please support my other social media platforms. The links are in my YouTube bio. Just click and support, engage on my posts, and God will bless you. And so, as always, you guys know I bring you interesting true life stories. So sit back and enjoy. My younger sister moved in with my auntie after her secondary school. When she finished secondary school, she didn't pass her first jam. So she had to write it again before she got admitted into the university. My dad is not in the picture because he died when we were way smaller. And it is my mom who raised us. We come from a very poor background, and it wasn't until my mother's younger sister married a very rich and generous man that things started to change for my family. I used to live in a one-bedroom apartment with my mom and four of my other siblings in my hometown. But a few months after my auntie got married to this man, she rented a three-bedroom apartment in the city for us. And she also opened a provision store for my mom. My mom used to sell vegetables in the streets and local markets and hardly made any money from it. When I finished secondary school, I didn't want to continue my education. I was more into fashion, and so my auntie took me to a fashion school, and I finished last year. My auntie is basically our savior because without her, I don't know how our lives would have been right now. My sister moved in with her after she got admission because her school was closer to their house, and so she could also assist she and her husband with their house jobs. And it is my auntie that is paying her school fees and everything. My auntie asked me to also come and stay with them after I finished my fashion school. She's working on getting my own shop for me. So earlier last month, I caught my sister sneaking back into her room, holding her clothes in her hands around midnight. She was about to enter into her room when I called her name, and when she turned around, the look on her face told me this girl was up to no good. She was wearing just pants, and when I asked her what she was doing outside by that time of the night, she started stammering. She told me she was feeling thirsty, so she came out to drink water. Just by looking at her face, I knew she was lying. So I decided to find out what was really going on, and I started monitoring her. A few days later, I overheard her talking to someone on the phone. She was telling the person that she was pregnant. I knew she was dating one guy since they were in secondary school. My sister was going to level 200 at that point. She was definitely not ready to have a child. When I confronted her, she told me she was a grown up and she knew what she was doing. She has always been very rude and disrespectful, and she told me to leave her alone. I called my mom immediately to tell her the news, and she told me not to worry and that she would deal with my sister. Her response was a bit weird, but I didn't think much about it. I moved in with my auntie in February this year, whilst my younger sister has been staying with her for almost 3 years now. My auntie has only one child with her husband, and her husband is a very busy man. He travels around a lot because of the nature of his job. Sometimes he comes home late at night and leaves early the next morning. He is mostly at home on weekends. After hearing my sister talking on the phone about her pregnancy, I was in my room when I heard my auntie's husband's car coming, and I forgot to mention that my auntie was not at home. She had gone with my mom to their hometown for a funeral. About 30 minutes later, I heard my sister's door open, and this was around 1 a.m. I had slept that afternoon, so I couldn't sleep that night. Plus, I was trying to monitor and understand what was really going on. I really felt something was off, so I was trying to figure it out. I saw her sneaking out again. I just wanted to know what she was up to. I got out quietly and I saw that she was in her panties. Then I saw her walking in the direction of my auntie and her husband's bedroom. When she got there, without knocking, she just opened the door and entered into the room in her panties. Like she entered my auntie's matrimonial bedroom wearing only pants when my auntie is not around. I was so confused. What was my younger sister doing in my auntie and her husband's room in her panties? A lot of things were going through my mind. I wanted to go and knock on that door and find out by myself, but I was scared because I knew my auntie's husband was there. This man was very strict, and we've not even spoken more than 3 times since I came to their house. So, what was going on between him and my younger sister? I stood there waiting for what next would happen. After a while, he came out in his boxer, went to the fridge for water, and went back inside. My younger sister stayed in the room for about 3 hours before she came out. I felt irritated. I told myself that if what I was thinking was what was going on, then my sister was really evil. My auntie was the last person she should ever think of betraying. I didn't comfort her because I knew she would lie or insult me. Instead, I waited for my auntie and my mom to come back. Then I went to see my mom. I felt like I couldn't talk to her on the phone about this issue. It was too serious. When I saw my mom, I told her everything I had seen. After talking and talking, I looked at my mom and realized that she didn't look phased or surprised. So I asked her if she already knew that my sister was having an affair with my auntie's husband. She was quiet at first. Then she nodded. I was like, how? How can you be okay with this? And then she said, what has happened. And that my auntie's husband was the one responsible for my sister's pregnancy. I just put my both hands on my head and I opened my mouth in shock. What was going on? And how can my mom be okay with this? She said my sister has been having an affair with him for some time now. She said even though my auntie helps, that the money she gives is not enough. And so my sister gets more from the husband. Huh, wow. I was like, what do you mean it is not enough? This woman basically takes care of all your kids. She rented a place for you, opened a shop for you. She's the one taking care of my sister and paying her school fees. She was the one who took me to fashion school, and she's even planning on opening a shop for me. So what do you mean what she's doing is not enough? That woman has been there for us like no one else. She gives and gives and gives, and she doesn't ask for anything in return. How can you do this to your own sister? Someone who had been there for you like this. She told me I am overreacting and that we cannot depend on her sister forever. With my sister's pregnancy, the man will be giving more money to us, and we can even start building our own house because of that. She also said that her sister feels like she's better than her. Wow. So na inside enemy oh. Her sister feels like she's better than her because of the help she has been giving to her and her family. To be honest, I've never seen my auntie act proud or looking down on my mom. She has always been good to us and treats us like we are her own kids. My sister's husband doesn't even know about the baby yet because my mom said that my sister shouldn't tell him for the meantime. She's scared that he will say she should have bought the baby. My mom has warned me to keep quiet about the whole thing, but I want to tell my auntie. She doesn't deserve this, but I'm scared of telling her. I feel it is going to break up my family. She will never forgive her sister for this, and it might end up affecting myself and my siblings. I've known about this for a few weeks now. The pregnancy is growing. I see my auntie every day and smile with her and act as if everything is okay, whilst it is not. I know if I tell her, my mom will cut me off. I'm so scared right now and I don't know what to do. I've thought of telling my auntie anonymously, but they will know I was the one who spoiled the secret. What do I do? Please, I really need advice. If you made it to this point, thank you so much for sticking around. You've heard the story. What do you think she should do? What way do you think she should tell her aunt? Me, while reading this story, I'm like, some people can be really evil. Oh. Like, family can be really evil. Some families can be really evil. This story got me thinking a lot. As I was reading this story, there is one video that I watched that came into my mind. This I don't know if you guys know, anybody might know this Akpan and Uduma WAP TV. Mhm. There is one of the episode that I watched, and the girl is a house girl. She was trying to take over her madam's house and all that, and then I think she was in a car talking about it, and then one of the guys heard it. I think it was either Akpan or Uduma, whatever, and then they had to disguise as prophets to go and tell the madam in order to extort money from her. So I think in this kind of situation, that is what this lady should do, right? Let's get somebody to disguise. Tell the person the story. Let the person know who your aunt is. Tell the person to cross your auntie, double cross your auntie anyhow, and just she needs to know. For real, this is like, I don't know. But yeah, what do you guys think about the story? What advice do you have for this lady? Please drop it in the comment section. And if you've not subscribed to my YouTube channel up to now, please do well to subscribe. Turn on the notification bell so that whenever I drop another interesting story, you'll be the first to get notified. And if you know you've not followed my Facebook and my TikTok account, please go ahead and follow. The links are in my bio. You can click there and to take you straight to my pages, and you will there and support me. And if you've not liked this video up to now, please do well to like and share to your friends. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.